This is my history. I was never born in slavery. When I speak, I mean, I am therefore we are a people whose legacy transcends 400 years of European captivity. This is my history, rooted in African spirituality, preaching and teaching to love the original self, respect nature, ancestor veneration, seek the righteous path to knowledge, wisdom and understanding of life and death, because we live forever. As long as our children speak about our African legacy, this is my history. From Amenhotep to Malcolm X, from Hatshepsut to Assata Shakur, from the Orisha to Kwanzaa, from Cairo to the Cape, from Cuba to Trinidad and Tobago, from Asia to Australia, from the beginning of time to infinity. This is my history. Nubian, Kemitian, Ashanti, Wolof, Hausa, Yoruba, Zulu, African people, black people, my people, our people. Now when I speak of black, I mean color, culture, and spiritual consciousness. To know that self-knowledge is key to our liberty in this war against Euro-American, South African brutality. This is my history. This is my history. Them say what is to be must be. Life is but a continuous cycle. But now I speak, we write in foreign tongues because they came, they saw, they conquer. Genocide I roots mine. Like the devil they stole we land. Kidnap we soul for pieces of gold. Rape me mother, behead my father, castrate me brother, lust for me sister. This is my history. Victims of European pirates of the seven seas, who came in boats from ships, sailed by heroes of Caucasian descendants. Sir Francis Drake, Henry Morgan, Cristobal Colon, Henry the Navigator, John Hawkins, who stripped us and packed us like rats in hulls of slave ship, a free trip down Atlantic lane, to experience only sorrow and pain. This is my history. This is my history. Once living in high society, wild beast stalk you land with baton in hand. Remind me of 20th century Babylon. From the cave they sprang with the assistance of an African, only to wreak havoc in foreign land. Talking about Ice Age people, European people, British, French, Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, white people. Now when I speak of white, I mean those racist crackers who plot to annihilate my story. This is my history. This is my history. Telling her story, because in essence I am she and she is me. As godlike beings, let us restore our strength and power. No right from wrong. Teach the youth the truth about him African roots. This is my history. So don't be pessimistic, because all is not lost. Since I stand before you, moving and grooving to revolutionary sounds invoked by my lost but found spiritual self. So picture a scene of the moon and the sun, because that is truly she and me. This is my history.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it. Trying to be right.
The Daily Toast. Tomorrow morning.
Media Gye-Nyame. We are doing the daily.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water.
Simply pour some water.
Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Your
or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on, come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it, drink it, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift it, drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? I told y'all the album coming. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm gonna call Kid Magic, a couple of other producers, getting all the old people together. And I'm cutting an old school High Tim sings the oldies. And it will be available through Gye-Nyame. You know what I'm saying? Leaky old man butt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go with this Twitch shit. All right, but anyway, let's keep it and let's keep focused. And I will be monitoring the piece for leaky old man butt, making sure it's not inappropriate here. But anyway, family, we are about to go on and do our thing. But today's title is very simple. I know y'all can't read that. It says the power of consistency. The power of consistency. All right? And we're gonna talk about that a little bit today. He's leaky old man, but said I am not ever inappropriate. Laughing out loud. Okay. All right, cool. Well, go and enjoy yourself. Welcome to Gye-Nyame. You know, thank you for taking the time to check us out. But anyway, we are going to talk about the power of consistency and how important consistency is. Because we are on Imani. I want to give all the Imani born a round of applause. A Imani born. There you go. There you go. Give you a round of applause. And give you your flowers right now, just in case we forget. And also, while we're here, I might as well let y'all know you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. I am your host, Brother High Tim. Where we strive to blow up those old paradigms, and it might hurt. So let's go and let's build. Let's move. Let's do what we came to do. All right, because now the power of consistency, it comes across because, like I said, family, I've been doing this for a long time.
I mean, I expanded into Twitch maybe in the last year. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on and off of YouTube for a few years, and Facebook. We've been doing maybe about, since we started this journey, about 4 years, and we've been streaming on a daily basis. And one of the things that, I primarily focus on, because it's like, boom, if I was to just do this because I'm seeking views or whatever, I would have quit a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I am consistent because I believe what I'm doing is needed, and my audience will find me because they do exist. Right? There's people out there that like the conversation I have. There's some people out there that hate the conversation I have, but they're looking for a place where they could either agree or disagree. And I am providing that. And I'm trying to be consistent with it, because please understand, some days until I turn on the camera, I really don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Until I get to turning on the mic, I really don't even want to go. But I do know that there is a small audience out there that listens. And it's like I'm putting myself on a hook so that I can make sure I get them what they need. Right? And it's good for me too, because now I got to get up and I have to be creative consistently. So now, because we've been doing this and I've been doing this so long, you know what I'm saying, I could go and do almost any type of venue, any type of talk, because I've been doing it. I've been practicing it. And that consistency is one of the things, because with Gye-Nyame moving to a media tribe, one of the things that I am going to be pressing from this moment on is that a lot of us are going to have to be a little bit more productive as far as the media aspect. Consistent. I ain't going to expect people to do what I do every day, but what I am going to expect is that you do something on a regular basis. Whether it's a show, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a blog, we all have to start producing something media-wise. Media-wise. So that means you're going to have to find your expertise, or you're going to have to just get thrown in and do something. You got to do it for a regular basis for a certain amount of time. Consistency. Forcing yourself and pushing yourself to do something regardless of how you're feeling. It's a power to that. And it's a power that requires two major components. It's probably more, but it requires Imani. And that Imani gives birth to that creativity. Those that understand the Players Pyramid, which a new edition of the Players Pyramid will be released in the next few weeks. I'm going to be releasing that real soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to be able to look at it. And it's going to be the digital version so that you can go and walk through it with me if you want to and really see how to apply these principles so that you can start manifesting something in your life. Period. Manifesting something. But the first step is having faith in you. So I know that regardless of how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying, my stomach could be hurting. My head could be hurting. I could be tired. But I have faith in my ability to turn on this mic and to be able to get on here and be able to throw out something that somebody needs. And a lot of people can't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. Or I take that back. I'm going to say a lot of people refuse to do that. I think that'd be a better statement. What you think, Leaky Old Man Butt? You think that's a good way to put it? You know what I'm saying? We also been joined by Big Dave, the Rage Slave. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, sometimes I don't know where some of these people be coming from, and I don't know whether they serious or whatever. But like I said, if you serious, you welcome into Gye-Nyame Journey. Welcome. Right? But if not, we'll find out, and time will tell, and you reveal yourself, and we'll deal with you accordingly. But until then, welcome. So let's go and do we're going to do our toast. I will open up the lines, and we can have discussion if that's what y'all want to do. If we got enough people out there, we got somebody bold enough to call in. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know the number. Those that are daily toasters, you already know the number. And I'm just asking that y'all let me finish with the, I'll let y'all know the number. Big Dave, the way slave said, I'm serious. When you said a place to agree or disagree, I think that sounds good. We got to have those. We got to have those. Say we in any organization, anything that you build, and there has to be a sacred space where people can express themselves. Because in many cases, we all have been brainwashed by an education system that has basically devolved us into what's your name, big wage slaves. And there's a certain conditions that you got. You know what I'm saying? You follow these rules, you don't get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You don't ask questions that make me or anybody else uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And if you do what I say you do, if you do what I tell you to do, you'll be all right. This is what our kids are programmed. And all of us right now who are generations that have been able to go to school and have, in a sense, many times been forced to go to these educational institutions, these are things that have been pressed into you. Right? So it's like, boom, I'm cool sitting on the sideline. Because I know for a fact, you know, because a part of the school piece that you learn is the better you do, the more you have to do. So a lot of us have learned how to kind of settle back and not give too much. Right? Because, you know, especially on some of these jobs, the way it is, the better you are at your job, the more work they give you. Right? But you building somebody else's dreams. And here, I want to motivate you to build your own dream. And if you are a listener to Gye-Nyame Journey, I mean, like I said, if it's legit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can go and help you, you know, put yourself a commercial together. Go on, because you see, I aired all types of self-created commercials at the beginning of the show. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Because if what you have can help the people grow, by all means, we need to be consistent about that. We need to be consistent in what we create. Big Dave, the way slave said, if anything, I think there are deliberately and I agree with you on that, deliberately anti-educational, because the worst thing for a machine, you know what I'm saying, is a thinking part. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel, or I don't agree with how I'm turning. No, you just need to turn. You understand what I'm saying? So the education system just wants to mold and shape us into those parts, except for those of us that are bold enough to ask the questions and bold enough to go outside of the square and be like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is not going to bring me total success in life. Okay, yep. Brother Big Dave, the raised slave, said, yes, we are the puzzle pieces that frustratingly don't fit into the greater puzzle. Well, actually, I mean, because you can take that two ways. You know what I'm saying? You are the right piece. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the what society is building, right, don't fit you. You might be the puzzle. And society was supposed to help you, in a sense, complete yourself by helping, you know, but isn't it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I agree with you. You don't fit in. And that's cool. Now, what you going to do with that? What are you going to do consistently with that not fitting in to bring value to other people who may feel like you? Because everybody ain't bold enough to get on the platform and do what you're doing right now, conversing about it. And that's a powerful thing. And since you're on Twitch, I know you have your own platform, and I hope that you're sharing information that helps elevate the conversation, help elevate the people that listen to you. Because that's, in many cases, that's our responsibility. And I know it's a big burden. A lot of people are like, I ain't looking for that responsibility, but it is what it is. And it can't be avoided. And it's definitely needed. Right? So every day we come here and we lift up our ancestors, and then we get into the talk. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that's going to be, and that's going to depend on y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? It depends on y'all. Hold on, Big Dave. The Rage Slave says, yes, my friend, Society Puzzle is a sick masterpiece. And they mastered that hustle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't, because, they call that player hating. You know what I'm saying? We can't hate the fact that they got something that worked for them. But what we have to do is find out what works for us and start building. This is why I'm constantly telling people tribe up, right? And you hear like a lot of politicians are now talking against tribes and stuff like that. When for us, the fact of the matter is this. Dang, that bell made me forget where I was going. You know what I'm saying? But so it started with, yes, my friends, this puzzle is sick, and it's sick, and we can't hate on the fact that it's sick. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Thank you, though. Thank you for the like. It don't matter what they do. The idea is what you do. This is why I constantly talk about tribing up. Why? Because you surround yourself with people that think like you and some that don't think like you. And we're able to engage in a discourse that can cause us to be uncomfortable and cause us to grow. Because one of the things that works against us is us being comfortable. Now, the aspect of consistency is one, breaking a cycle and then being consistent. And then once you get comfortable with that, can you add something else to it to kind of make yourself uncomfortable? Because we have to be in order to grow, we got to be in a constant state of being uncomfortable as individuals, as families, as tribes, and as society. But everybody wants to be comfortable but they don't realize that comfortableness stops the growth. If I'm comfortable, I'm not striving for the stars. If I'm comfortable, I don't need to go and see what's at the bottom of the sea. If I'm comfortable, I don't never really need to leave my house. Oh man, that's dope. Big Dave, the Rage Slave say, I like that idea. The body longs for comfort, the soul longs for discomfort. Because it's in that discomfort where the soul is able to explore itself. Because we got to understand this whole concept of the body. Because in many cases, the body even seeks discomfort. Although we can't tell, right? Although we can't tell. The body, in order for the body to grow, it has to be uncomfortable. That's why when you work out till it hurts. The body needs it to grow, just like the spirit needs it to grow, just like our emotions need them to grow. We need that discomfort. And with that, we go back to the power of consistency. You could constantly train yourself, and you can constantly change how you're training yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of being consistent with it. He said, a great boxer only becomes so by the nature of his sparring and training. That's right. That's right. Become very uncomfortable, bringing in different sparring partners, you know what I'm saying, with different styles so that you can adjust. You know what I'm saying? Any endeavor that requires the body, any endeavor that requires the mind, requires for individuals to push themselves to a certain level of discomfort. Hope my computer ain't crashed. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, they say we putting out 5,000 kilobits. So let's get to what we here for. All right, let's get to the toast. Oh, they just said we offline. What? I've been kicked off? All right, let me do some back checking real quick. The hell just happened? Can you still see me out there? Think we've been kicked off. Let me go to all right, they say we still live here. Hold on. All right. Can you still see me? Still working. Cool. Thank you. All right, so we're going to continue on. They say we still live here. So why is this thing saying we offline? Hold on. All right. Can you still see me? Still working. Cool. Thank you. All right, so we're going to continue on. Say we still live. All right, cool. All right, I just had to refresh the screen. All right, so let's get it. First off, we want to give honor. Well, I'm going to drink some original ambrosia. Me and Cleve going to have to go to the store because I'm going to have to go on and do some brewing real quick. Well, not real quick. The brewing process is not quick, but we need to go on and get the tea ready because I got the honey coming tomorrow so that we can make us some fresh ambrosia. All right, here we go. First off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose, call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator and we say the word, the power, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our list of our ancestors. And I want to thank all those that have been trusting us with your ancestors. And those that are new, that would like to add their ancestors to the list, by all means, do so. You can post it up on the timeline. We salute them on a daily basis. Just be considerate of other folks, because I know some of y'all might be able to trace your ancestors all the way back. You know what I'm saying? But give us the main ones that was a major factor in your life, that really left their mark on you. All right? So we lift up our glass, we salute those creators, and I'm going to call the names of all those that are on our list so far. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Avar Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Amon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Sapet Meyer, Robin Licker Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, DeFarmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gail Pulling, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Tridge, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell, Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Baxter, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Don Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Striggs The second, Vita Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Bernard Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Mayonnaise, Gina Roop Jones, Jana Callahan. That is the first page, family. We made it through. All right. Now let's go and see how far we go on the second part. We got William Walter West, Nigella Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters. Oh, hold on, let me start over. William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, Lisa Carter. Oh, get stuck on the Carters. That's cool. But I know where we are. Give me a second. William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosey, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimmel Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleaver, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erderton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Loa Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robert Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shakamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunda, Von Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn Hill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We are Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bolden, Trusili Kidder Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Dusty Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Nella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Aben Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mae Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Darren Bridges. We got Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Bardell Woodland, Mabel Haskin, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskin, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, and Charlize Barnes. We lift up our glass and we salute all of our ancestors' family. And once again, we get the lesson. What we got right now in this moment, we have inherited from them. And by us lifting them up and remembering them, we empower ourselves just a little bit more in the moment. And speaking of that, we're moving into the moment. So we lift up our glass and we salute this moment. Right now, we are on Imani. And once again, I want to give all of the Imani born a round of applause. For those of you out there like, what is he talking about? Today is not Imani. It's not Imani. But yes, it is. Today is Imani. We have decided and declared that we have discovered the week. And we figured since other people were able to go around the world, find something that was already there, so that they discovered, we figured we could do the same with the week. So we took the days of the week and we changed it. So today for us, on this journey, we call the days Imani. For those that's like, well, what is he talking about? Right? We kind of explain it in our e-course. So I'm going to go and post up for our e-course. For those that are interested, it's a free 7-day e-course. Boom. You go and check it out, see what Gye-Nyame journey is about. Like I said, join the tribe. We building. International. Right? International. We building on a regular basis. And I'm like, man. So, all right, check it out. So here we go. So right now in this moment, now what we got to recognize about the moment is that the moment is a special time. Why? It's in between the past and the future. And everything that we know of ever happened in the moment. So this moment that you have, right, is crucial and important because this is where change happens. Change doesn't happen in the future. Change doesn't happen in the past. Change happens right here in the moment. And the question that we constantly got to ask ourselves is, what changes are we making? What are we adding? So when we toast this moment, we are in a sense taking a pledge to make the fullness of this moment, take the fullness of this moment and build upon it. Because the time that we have is borrowed. Our ancestors passed it on to us, and we are responsible to pass it on to our future generations. But if we are forgotten, if we are eliminated, if we surrender our space and time, we are giving away our inheritance that was passed on to us that we're supposed to pass on to our future generations. So if we don't handle our business in the moment, we have failed. I don't like failure. I mean, I do believe in failing in small increments so that you become better at something. But at total, absolute failure, shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't write about those people in history. As a matter of fact, those people who have failed totally are no longer here. No longer talked about. Are we going to be amongst those? Or are you going to take your moment and you're going to lift up and you're going to do what you need to do? See, please understand, when you're wasting time, you're not wasting your time. You're wasting your children's time or your future generation's time. Because we've been given this with a responsibility. I know in this world, you know, we've been taught individual stuff and, you know, it's about the individual, the power of the individual and blah, blah, blah. But everything we have, right, was passed on to us from a previous generation. Everything that we had to work with. Like I keep on telling y'all, stop believing those rugged individual stories where people are like, I did this all by myself. That's bullshit. You built on somebody else's shit. The best ideas was built on somebody else's, something that was passed up to you, somebody who in their present moment laid down an idea that you was able to take advantage of, or at least laid down the technology or laid down the cement for you to continue building on. So are you leaving cement for your future generations? Are you leaving technology for your future generations? Are you leaving books for your future generation? Are you leaving thoughts for your future generations to think about? That's why we toast this moment and we lift our glass up to this moment, because in this moment we have power, and only in this moment. So we lift up our glass and we raise the glass to make this moment sacred. So we lift it up and we say Ashe. From there we move to our future generations. We toast our future generations. We toast our children before they're here and even if they are here. We toast our children, our children's children unto infinity, because if we handle our business in a moment and we teach our children to handle their business in a moment, we'll be here forever. But if we slack it, our future generation is going to slack, and every time we slack, we give up our time. We give up just a little bit of space. And we only got so much space to give away. Because everybody, if you ain't going to use your space and time, other people going to use your space and time. You don't believe me? Go to your job. Your space and your time is being used to build something else for somebody else. Just saying. So we lift up our glass to our children, our children's children, onto infinity. From there, finally, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we toast. Last but not least, I want to toast that selfish toast, right? This ain't the last one, but this that selfish toast. This for those out there doing that work, right? Those of you that's out there really doing that work. We lift up our glass. Come on, what is it that you need in this moment right here to move forward? We lift up the glass and we say Ashe. From there, finally, we lift up our tribes, right? What is a tribe? A tribe is a family group. Oh, my fault, a group of families, not just family group, but a group of families. Your tribe is your accountability circle. Your tribe are those that you serve. Your tribe are those individuals that when you are really in need, these are the individuals that will actually put out and stand up for you. In some cases, when you might not even be able to stand up for yourself. That's why I keep on telling people, build your tribe. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Right? From our tribe, we go to toast the most magnificent, the most uplifting, the most outstanding, the most powerful, the wisest individual in the room. We lift up our glass to you. Yep, I said you. You deserve it. Lift up my glass up to you, and with that we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years on. All right, the lines are open. Black line is open. Black line is open. What is the number to the black line, Brother High Tim? Because I want to holler at you, man. I don't believe in that consistency shit. I don't believe in that moment stuff that you talking about. I don't believe in that. The call line number is 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Call into the black line. Let us know how you're feeling. Right? We can have this discussion. We can have this talk. We can build. You know what I'm saying? And if not, I'm going to just go through the news because y'all know how I do. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm broadcasting for the future generations because one day one of my children might need to see their daddy on October. In October. It's like October 18th, 2065. And one of my children sitting around, dang, I miss my dad. One of my nieces and nephews like, dang, I miss my uncle. One of my brothers or sisters or somebody out there be like, dang, I want to hear about what this brother Hatem was talking about. They go exactly to that day and have years and years of content. Look, all I want is give me, because you know they're going to be able to talk to computers in the future, give me everything with brother Hatem on October 18th. You have 50 downloads, and they're going to be able to see it. And they're going to be able to see how I was feeling and what I'm talking about, right? I think that was a wise assessment of the power of the present moment. Oh, my God. Yeah, fam, listen. And like I said, that's me. Add to it. Build on it. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, and that goes with that consistency too, right? Because once we really realize that our time is not our own, right? Like, for example, with Gye-Nyame, with the tribe, one of the things I'm pressing is, what can you create? What can we ship as a family? What do you have that other people need? What is it that you can share on a consistent, regular basis? And how long can you do it? Because content is king now. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Content is king. Right? So right now, I could turn my stream off right now. Even though I'm kicked off of YouTube, I could go to my YouTube page and I could plug into my YouTube page and I could stream from my YouTube page for the next 7 days. 24/7 if I choose to. That's how much content I got. Right? Now, whether anybody see it or not, it don't matter. It's there. And I created it for somebody. Because one day somebody going to be like, what is this dude talking about with tribes? What is this crazy old dude talking about? He talking about the Players Pyramid. He changed the days of the week. What is he doing? This is crazy. He get up every day and he toast the ancestors. He's toasting ghosts. What's going on? And as they start listening, they start learning, and their perspective start changing. Now, and this is the issue, whether they ever agree with me or not, the information is there for them. We got many people out here with ideas, you know what I'm saying, that they have been playing with in their own heads, and they have not shared it with anybody, or sharing it with anybody else that's going to at least, I challenge you on that shit. Right? Like I said, because it ain't about us. It ain't about us always agreeing. Agreeing feels good. Don't get me wrong. Because we all love it. We all love it when you come up with a brilliant idea and somebody pats you on the back. But the real test of family is like, you know, you kind of out of pocket with that shit. And a lot of us get offended by that shit. Oh, he didn't agree with me. And then we want to explain. You know what I'm saying? I go through it too. But one of the things that has kind of shielded me from a lot of even that is the consistency. Because people can say a lot of things about me. They can say a lot of things about me. But the one thing that they cannot say is that he's inconsistent. They could be like, well, when it comes to folktale for grown folks, you inconsistent. Oh, yeah? I mean, did you get the Daily Toast? Did you get? You're inconsistent with tribal quotes. Did you get? Did you see the day he toast this morning? We toasting 7 days a week. And there's a power that's generated with that. See, because those people that really don't understand the ancestor piece and they don't believe in it, that's cool. Right? But I honestly believe that every time I say one of my ancestors' names, and I say your ancestor's name, there's a power being generated. There's an energy that's being lifted up in you. Why? Because you got somebody that you know vaguely, maybe through the internet, that's saying a name that is sacred to you, that may at any point in time awaken some wisdom that one of your ancestors gave you, inspire you. Because many of us, like I said, part of the challenge is getting people to understand that your ancestors are a part of your family. It's not ghosts. My daughters be coming in talking about they scared. I say, what you scared of? You got ancestors. What are you talking about? You sound crazy. Let me see. I think we are witnessing, this is Big Dave, the raid slave. I think we are witnessing an increase in the defensiveness of people, an attachment to their ideas on a personal level, so much so that attacking their ideas received as an attack on a person themselves, which is true. I mean, it's like we're in a sensitive time. You know what I'm saying? But then you got people streamers who are putting out this. It takes a lot. I mean, because gaming is cool, right? Because you're involved in something else. But then you have individuals that are willing to get on here and really bare their souls. This is exposure. You understand what I'm saying? Exposure. Crazy ideas. You got some crazy ideas, man. Somebody, Gye-Nyame posted up something, but I don't see why ain't none of my chats are showing up on the big screen. And this computer can't be behind. It better not be behind. This is my best computer. This is ridiculous. I'm getting somebody from Gye-Nyame, polarization, the other. Right? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We start separating, and then like you said, a lot of us take our stuff personal, and that's part of that ego. But it's good. Let me say why I think that's good, right? Because if we do that enough, an individual will be able to start telling the difference between themselves and one of their ideas. Many people, because they haven't been doing it long enough, cannot distinguish when you put out an idea and somebody criticizes the idea, they're criticizing the idea and not you. I'm still working on that shit. That's hard. It's very hard because these ideas that you have are, in a sense, your children. Right? And many people are running around with these children, with these wayward children, with these backward-ass children. You know what I'm saying? Sharing them with the world, a little ugly baby. And people get mad when you be like, that's an ugly-ass baby. I'm talking about the idea. You know what I'm saying? Your idea is a baby. That's an ugly-ass baby. You're going to react. You go, they call my baby ugly. Right? Said my baby was slow. Said my baby was behind. I done fell out with people about that. You know what I'm saying? On my fault as well as theirs. But being able to admit that and being able to remind each other that's why I keep on telling people tribe up. Why? Because the tribe is an accountability piece. When you always got somebody, when you form a tribe, that could talk to you like nobody else can. I won't take it as personal. You know, because one day I was talking with one of my brothers, you know, and I was witnessing some shit, and I had to tell him when we was by ourselves, I said, you know, that was some bitch ass shit, right? I mean, he was, you know, I mean, we have to be able to do that because once we can't, if I can't correct you right? I had one brother, you know what I'm saying? I had another brother who took exception to me correcting him. You're wrong. Took it personal. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm supposed to build. How am I supposed to feel secure around you? Right? When you can't adjust yourself in a simple matter. How we build? How we family? When you feel threatened because I'm telling you that what you're doing is wrong and it don't represent us. Well, then we get back into that personal, that personal, it's all about me shit. See, and that's where it gets crazy because we'll do the group thing until it's uncomfortable. Not knowing that the uncomfortable is making us stronger, not only as individuals, but as groups. And but what happens is when the group stops growing, then we get so comfortable that we become rigid. And rigidity moves towards death. Shit start drying out, right? You get a rigid, dried ass stick. You could just snap it because it's not growing. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? So I have a problem when I'm dealing with people that are like dealing with rigid, frozen, time capsule type ideas. Whether we're talking about ancient history, or we talking about organizing, or we talking about politics, or we talking about economics, all these things are living, breathing ideas. They exist right now in this moment, and they're living in this moment, and they're adjusting with the time. But you have old ideas that don't even deal with the intricacies. Don't even deal with the moment. Some of our political views are stuck in old shit. The way we look at money, stuck in old shit. The way we look at resource, stuck in old shit. The way we look at our history, stuck in old shit. The way we look at our spirituality, stuck in old shit. Now realizing that all those things had a beginning. And from that beginning, they have been growing ever since. You discover every generation, I think, should discover something new in some old shit. Share it, dialogue about it, and grow it. But nah. Have you read The Fate of Empires by... No, I have never read that. I've never read that. If it's a good book, let me know. I think because, like I said, if I get on Audible, because I do a lot of driving, so you know what I'm saying? I'm on that road, so my fault, I don't drive as much as I used to. But once again, Black lines are open, 614-556-4535. And I'm just going, and I'm going to say this. Anything that has been the same, except for like natural laws, for the last 2,000 years, you might really want to look at that shit. You might really want to start asking some questions. It's only around 20 pages long. Oh, and I'm a look not one for reading, prefer audiobooks too, but it's a short read, but I think you'll enjoy like no other based on what you're saying. Man, okay. Let me, can you, is there a link that you can share with me? Because like I said, later on, because I'm actually doing this show late. We'll have a few more people on, and I can share it because I'll check it out and go on and run through it. But all right. Once again, Black Line is 614-556-4535. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes. Nobody gonna call in. I'll run through the news real quick. We're gonna do the proverb of the day. I've been slipping. It probably was blocked. Hold on. I might have to go to Twitch to get it. Or, dang, see. Yeah, I probably have to go to Twitch to get it. Now I'm understanding because another one of my friends, he get those three dots. And I never understood what that meant. And it's called, hold on, I should be able to look it up then. Is it an ebook? It's called The Fate of Empires. Hold on. The Fate of Empires. It says by Sir John Glubb. Is that correct? Will America suffer the same fate of empire? Originally published in 1978, The Fate of Empires should be required reading for every American. In fact, I think it should be a requirement for graduating high school. Its author, Sir John Glubb, points out that the only thing we learn from history is that men never learn from history. But then there's another one called The Fate of Empires, being an inquiry into the stability, and is available on Amazon by Arthur John Hubbard. And it discusses the rise and fall of great empires of the past, from the Orient to ancient Rome, with refreshing brushed tones. The Fate of Empire is for those seeking guidance from antiquity on what caused the fall of great civilization and what enables them to rise. Then we got another one called Fate of Empires by UNCW faculty and staff web pages. And this one is John Bagot. We got Sir John Glubb, and then we got John Bagot Glubb. So let me go on and see. Maybe and it's free, the PDF. John Glubb. Okay, cool. I got you. Thank you for the read. I'll check it out. By John Glubb. Where's it at? There it go, right there. All right, cool. So I look at it, and after I read it, because, I like to read stuff before I share it, but you already put it out there for the folks, so I'll check it out. Let's see. All right, let's make a transition real quick. I'm going to make a transition. All right, so here's the book, the PDF. I'm going to read it first. I mean, if anybody else want to get it, it's up there by John Glubb. Nobody on the Uber conference, but it's open. My mic is open, so anybody want to come in. Let me make sure my mic sounds nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Check 2. All right, let's go. All right, let's check out our stock price. Let's check out our reach, family. We'll check the reach. Why Facebook ain't popping up? All right, while we wait for Facebook. All right, so I'm encouraging everybody to come over to Gye-Nyame.media. We are working on getting it together right now. You could join us on Gye-Nyame, right? Like I said, we're working on it right now. Last week, we got an influx of people, and the site crashed. Thank you very much. So now I know what I have to do, and it gave me a better explanation to give to Dentista, who is our technical guy. So it's like, so I was able to frame my question in a way where he could give me a direct answer. And so right now, he's looking at how much it'll be. You know what I'm saying? Because, and please understand, family, I'm not foolish enough to think that we're going to be able to build something to compete with a YouTube or Facebook. No, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to provide people with a space where we could stream our shit. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Where we can have the discussions that we need to have. And eventually, if we get kicked off of YouTube or we get kicked off of Facebook, we know our audience already knows where to go with us. Because the idea really, when you think about it, is not for us to really grow big on Facebook. It's not really to grow big on YouTube. It's to grow big and build our own platform. And even if to grow big. I have to double check myself on that. Is it really to grow big? No, I would prefer a quality audience rather than a quantity audience. You understand what I'm saying? Quality over quantity. I'll give you an example of quality audience. So I got a call today from one of the regular listeners that pointed out the fact that they wanted 20 of our sweatshirts. Now, I want y'all to understand. No, it was 12. She wanted 12 of our sweatshirts. She wanted me to tell her the price of 12 sweatshirts, and she wanted me to order her for them. And I want y'all to understand this. That's quality. That's one person that says, look, I want to support. Not only do I want to help support what you're doing, I want to help promote what you're doing. I want 12 shirts that people could wear out into public and be a free advertiser because I believe in what you're doing. That's quality. That's quality. I take that over, you know what I'm saying? I take one of those over 1,000 people that don't do nothing. A lot of times we think the numbers really mean something. But once again, it gets down to that consistency because we have a regular, consistent group. And if they're not here, there's a good reason that they're not in the chat with us right now. Right? So, by the way, for those that would be interested in going to the store and see some of the stuff like this shirt I have right here, you go to the shop. Did y'all see what I pushed? Maybe I did it too fast. Let me go back. If you look at the top, we got shop right here. You click on shop, it take you straight to our store. We got the new, we got the Gye-Nyame Journey stuff. We got the Daily Toaster stuff. We got the sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? You go in here and, you know, even Sister Navita got her locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying? T-shirt on this site, right? You can support Gye-Nyame Journey. Where we at? Dang, YouTube. All right, cool. I mean, dang, Facebook. All right, so let's go to the proverb of the day. I'm actually behind. We are on out of the African openings to the Tree of Life. We are covering, for this book, we use the African openings to the Tree of Life. And see that? But we have developed a workbook. We developed a workbook. And the workbook is called African Deep Thought. And this is it on the piece right here. So we are on the second chapter, which is called The Potent Center and the 20th Proverb. Now, this is part of the process of becoming Gye-Nyame, learning how to think. You know what I'm saying? Using the ancient wisdom of our ancestors in this modern time. Helping jumpstart some wisdom in your ass, right? Because you don't always have to get out and get the bumps and bruises. We done had generations and generations and generations and generations and generations of people before us who have gotten the bumps and bruises and have left them in little clever sayings and little stories that we can go and interpret and get the lesson. And if you're like a wise person, you will be able to make a come up off of others' mistakes or other people's wisdom. You don't always have to make the mistakes. You can learn from others' mistakes, right? So this is on page 137. So I'm going to type in 136 up here. This book is available. You could go to African. It's a writable PDF. You can go to African Deep Thought. No, my fault. African Deep Thought. .com. Boom. There we go. Might not post up on Facebook, Would you click the link? You can check it out and support Gye-Nyame. So the proverb for the day is, I can read it off of there. The way to the source is in rightness of heart, but the way is not always straight. Ooh, we did that already. But the way is not always straight. The way, that was, we were supposed to cover that one. Okay. The way to the source is in rightness of heart, but the way is not always straight. Said the knowledge holder. Now, this is the proverb of the day. Go think on that. We don't need to discuss that right now. This is for you, for your own development. What are you getting out of it? Now, let's see what's going on with our Facebook. We're going to click it off right there, and we're going to go right over here, and we're going to try to pull it up again. See what's, I don't understand what was taking it so long. It's just spinning. All right. So we ain't got that much news today, but let's go look at our insights, right? Let's see what's going on. All right, so they said in the last 28 days, we have reached 12,402 people. They say post engagements, 2,999. That's up 31%. But we are down 38% in page likes. In the last 28 days, we only had 13. But I thank all 13 of you. Those of you that's out there right now, if you want to go on and support us, going over to the Facebook. If you have Facebook, look up Gye-Nyame Journey Media. And go on and help boost up those numbers. Let's look at the week. Last 7 days, 10,279 people reached. They said it's up 565%. Wonder what we doing to get that type of thing. But like I said, eventually somebody going to come into the tribe that understand these goddamn numbers. This is why I keep on reading them, because I'm acting like I know, but I'm acting. I don't know. What do you mean? Post engagement, 995 people in the last 7 days, up 19%. Wow. Page likes, 1 in the last 7 days. All right. And yesterday, we only reached 106 people yesterday. That was down 35%. But we had 55 post engagements, which was up 49%. And we had no growth in page likes. It is what it is. All right, let's see what's on our news line. We're live right here. This said 27 people reached 9 engagements. But those 9 engagements, I wonder if they count. Well, I don't know. All right. Keep on going down. Okay. I'm still unemployed. Millions in dire situation as savings are starting to be spent. This is NPR.org. And, of course, y'all know this is about people waiting, well, not necessarily even waiting for a stimulus check, but would appreciate if some type of action was to go down in the United States of America. As far as this whole, because the COVID piece, the numbers are going up. And I don't understand why everybody is rushing to get back out there. And because I'm just going to say this, we're moving, especially in Ohio, we're moving into flu season, family. We're moving into flu season. So how you going to be able to tell from somebody who just got the sniffles, the flu, or COVID, whatever COVID is? How you going to tell? Right? I'm like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Until we get a hold on this, actually, and a lot of people don't even realize this, family. Do y'all realize that we're in a whole different space and time now? It may never go back to how you thought, how you think it should be. It might not never go back to that. It's a great possibility. Are you prepared? Right? Are you, like I said, are you creating, are you learning the digital tools that it will take for you to possibly be useful in a new economy? Forever, kids may have to go to school like this off and on until finally somebody be like, look, we just going to do the whole, because that's what we was moving towards anyway. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand, this is why a lot of schools have been getting Chromebooks in the first damn place. Right? Oh, no, they improved it. No. Okay, cool. It's for remote learning. That's what it's for. Because everything can be done online. It's for remote learning. And it just so happened an emergency happened right when everybody started getting them. We've been ready for about 3 years. Remote learning. Snow days. And has anybody ever asked the question, like, because I don't want to get too far off of this, but hey, has anybody ever asked the question, especially in those states that have winter months, why do we go to school why do we send our kids to school in the wintertime? Why not just have school during the warm seasons? Spring, summer, fall, winter break. I mean, is that stupid to me or something? You know what I'm saying? Maybe late spring. You know what I'm saying? Summer, fall, break. Then we break because we arrange the break around the 3 harshest months, which is what? December, January, and February. We have a long break around the middle of November through Thanksgiving, so we ain't got to worry about that. Through Christmas, we ain't got to worry about that, and Kwanzaa and all the other holidays that's around that time, all the way up until about springtime, and then we bring all the kids back. It's warm outside, so we ain't got to worry about them when they're waiting for buses. Daylight savings is out, so they got more daytime. They'll be a little bit more energized because they're getting more vitamin D because they're out in the sun. We don't have to worry about no snow days. We don't have to worry about our children not being able to have recess because of the weather unless it rains. I'm just saying. But anyway, if we're gonna continue with the regular education, I don't see why people ain't switched that. You know what I'm saying? And especially for some of the poor folks, because it's not like we're doing vacations any goddamn way. Just saying. All right. So we got a bunch of people that's still dealing with unemployment. We got a bunch of people who are dipping into their savings, and this COVID thing is really, 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 really shaking them up, because now they are really seeing how, in many ways, people have been getting cheated in the labor market. Your money don't stretch as far. And I've been trying to tell people this for the last few years. We are not making what we should be making. These companies have been able to race to the bottom. And that means they're able to pay us as little as possible. Right? And we really have no defense. They done totally got rid of the whole labor movement. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Unions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, where the money at? Right? So right now people are in need, and we got the government fighting. Right? Fighting. I mean, same thing with reparations, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm always going to be screaming about that, but I'm like, people are in immediate need right now. And many of us have been paying into the government for ever. All of our adult life. You know what I'm saying? Even when we go to the stores when we was little, we was paying into the government. Now, those same people who have been paying into the government since they was little, need help. And we got motherfuckers sitting pretty, trying to tell you how you need to have been prepared for some shit like this. When you've been living day to day and not prior to COVID, it was hard for you to make ends meet. Come on now. So, the question comes down to when will we decide we had enough? When does saying ouch no longer suffice? When do we realize that we're going to have to put this bully in his goddamn place? In black community, now because we got to have a whole nother talk, right? Because we got people that's actually been taking advantage of us for a very long time. They've been misguiding our prayers. They've been misusing the political power we've been handing them. They have been misguiding the economics of our community. When is enough enough? When? When? Right? Once again, I'm going to the booth and I don't have a ticket in my hand where I can look at and see all those people in a sense have been vetted by our so-called conscious community. Or even in the sense, because ADOS might have one, so they might have one. But every time I go to a voting booth, every time somebody in our circle, in our tribe goes to a voting booth, we should walk in with a ticket. So at least I know that somebody that I trust that has a direct connection to me and has a direct connection to the outcome of these elections, we could look at the ticket and be like, cool, all right, well, I don't necessarily agree with that choice right there, okay, but so I'm on, you still got, but everybody don't have the time to be totally informed about every goddamn issue and everybody running for something during elections. So we need to have people in our community that are dedicated to that. He said, any view on Bitcoin? Not particularly. I'm going to say, let me say this about cryptocurrency. As long as it works. I got a few Bitcoins. I mean, I take that back. I got a few pieces of Bitcoins, right? And because all a currency is transferring of wealth or money, or the idea of money is an idea that you could transfer value. You know what I'm saying? And cryptocurrency is as effective a means of transferring the idea of value as a piece of paper. As a matter of fact, one of the beauties about the whole Bitcoin thing is that there are limits to some of these coins. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go and just print them up. So the value of them only increases. So you could buy a 100,000th of a % of a Bitcoin, right? You know what I'm saying? But you got a certain amount and it never goes over that. And I like that aspect. You know what I'm saying? I like the aspect that other people within small circles can create a cryptocurrency and use it amongst themselves to transfer value. Right? Because in our circle, we was thinking about using a cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? But once again, we need somebody in the circle that has that expertise. And whether people know it or not, you're dealing with digital currency, because there's very few people that are, I ain't gonna say very few, I take that back, but a majority of people I know don't get cash or checks when they get paid. Their money is going straight into their account, and many of them don't never even touch their money. They're using cards or even using apps on their phone to transfer money and move money around. So you're dealing with a digital currency any goddamn way. Just saying. Just saying. So some of y'all that's like, Bitcoin will never work. You working with a goddamn digital currency right now. You don't even see your check. It goes straight into your account. You transfer and pay money from your bank. You never see the money. So you're transferring data. So, hey, it is what it is. All right. All right. So I guess that's all the news I got. All right, family. I'm about to go out. We got, I covered these. So, I'm going to call it a day. We did another show. We saluted our ancestors. I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to be up here between 6:15 and 6:45. Somewhere around there we're going to be starting. I'm trying, family. So, as we move closer to Kwanzaa, I'm going to have to start pushing, I'm going to have to start pushing, because we got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to find out about the site, and I'm still waiting for word. Brad's looking into it for me, so I'm still waiting. And with that, guess what? We out.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Try all this and check out the free e-course. And make sure that you are